What's up, guys? It's DJ. Welcome to Gamma Bro Hulk Reviews. Now for your Gamma Dose of the Jade Giant. Today's featured Hulk item is from the Disney store. This is the Disney Marvel Toy Box, number 23 in the series. This is the Venomized Hulk figure, and the review is coming up next. Thanks for joining me today, guys. So the Disney store came out with its own exclusive set of Marvel figures. These were based off the Disney Marvel Infinity figures. That was an interactive playable game. And you would buy the pieces and they would let you play the characters within the game. I personally never played it, but reviews were pretty good and it became pretty popular. And when they first came out, they didn't stay on shelves very long. Disney decided to further the product line and jump into actual action figures. So they came out with a Disney Toy Box series. I believe this wasn't just Marvel, it was a plethora of other franchises mixed in there. So Venomized Hulk is a very unique character. In the comics, there was very few times where Venom ever really interacted with Hulk himself. They fought on a few occasions, but the Venom symbiote never really attached itself to Hulk. But recently, over the last few years, in the Venom run of comics, the Venom symbiote did attach itself for a short period of time onto the Hulk. Now, Venomized things are super popular. They love making statues and other figures and art of the Venom symbiote jumping on Magneto and Spider-Man and Deadpool and all these different characters. But probably the most popular, I would say, is Venomized Hulk. There have been a couple larger customized statues of Venomized Hulk, which is really, really cool. And when talking about figures, there really weren't that many. There's the Titan series Venomized Hulk. And a few years ago, Spider-Man had like a symbiote line of figures and Halloween costumes and stuff. So there was a Venomized Hulk Halloween costume. But other than that, there has been really nothing. Now, I believe in the Spider-Man cartoon series, I think the Venom symbiote did jump on Hulk at some point in that as well. But for some reason, I do remember that. So those are the only things I can really think about with Venom and Hulk interacting. So enough yapping and let's jump into the figure itself. So these figures are pretty heavy. This is really, really thick cardboard and a really big bubble and just a really big, chunky, heavy figure. It does remind me of a smaller version of a Marvel Select in a way, where they're really, really heavy, chunky figures. A little bit less articulation than something like a Marvel Legends, but I'm really focused on really, really unique sculpts. Just like the Marvel Selects, these boxes are pretty heavy for how deceivingly small the actual packaging is. So let's do measurements. So the box is about 8 inches tall, 8 inches wide, and Hulk is about almost 6 inches tall. So very simple packaging. Disney logo, Marvel Toy Box. This includes the symbiotic arm extensions. This is number 23 out of the Marvel series. So the side of the box has a little bit of the art. I'm not sure if this was a skin that you can use in the game. It might have been. That I'm not really sure about. It could have been like exclusive skin, which would have been pretty cool if that was the case. For the back of the box of this particular line, it has Venomized Spider-Man. Again, a nice image of Venomized Hulk and Ghost Spider-Gwen. So this again was from the Disney store. It was $15 and $20 Canadian. So let's jump into sculpt on this. Really, really cool face sculpt. I love how you can see the spiked out hair and it looks like the symbiote Venom eyes kind of go with the flow of the hair. Really bright green eyes. Really cool teeth, so where the gums would be red, this is green. Purple Venom tongue, which is cool, instead of the red, because all the purple tendrils sticking out in certain areas is purple, just to blend with the green of Hulk, which is really, really cool. Pretty unique sculpt, really thick figure, because this is Hulk. You have a lot of the symbiote just coming out through the chest, the Venom faces, and all the slime and symbiote just running through the body. You can see a little bit of Hulk right there, a little bit of his rib cage and chest, a little bit of his arm. You can see a lot of like big bumps on the tendrils. Almost looks like vines to me, which is pretty cool. So we have the purple pants here with a little bit of the green Venom goop, which is also really cool how they didn't go with the black symbiote. So when the Venom symbiote really attached itself to Hulk here, it turned green, which is really cool. And it almost has where some of Hulk's veins would be. They have the yellowish green running through to kind of resemble the vascularity. But more of the symbiote running down the pants of his leg. You can see his foot right there. Then you have the venomized foot with the white clawed toenails, which is really cool. Again, more of those vines wrapping around into the shoulders here. So again, more there. Another face coming out the back. Another face out the shoulder. Pretty big bicep there. More of those wrapping around into here. Then you have big bone protrusions, almost like Doomsday, on the knuckles of the fist, which is pretty interesting. No claws on the fingernails or anything there. Both hands are fists, so there's that. And then these huge extensions of Venom symbiote tendrils just coming out through the arm, which is really cool. Wraps out, almost looks like snakes with the Venom faces. They even painted the eyes. They could have even took the extra step and painted the teeth, but I'm not going to fault them all that much with all this paint running throughout. And then the bottom here, they even painted underneath the foot, which is really, really nice. Then you can make out Disney logo there on the bottom of the foot. Again, these have these little peg holes underneath the feet. I don't know why figures today still have these when they never come with bases. But with these big old feet, you won't really have any problems with them standing. But really, really cool sculpt overall. Super unique, and I'm going to give it an A. I love the cartoon aesthetic. As for paint, tons and tons of paint. I think this is the strongest part of this figure. I love the green, the darker greens and the lighter greens, all the purple tendrils, the green tendrils, painted all the eyes, painted the nails, painted the white teeth. It's a different color white than the actual white on the eyes, which is nice. Again, the yellow eyes, purple tongue, the veins running through with different colors. You can see some of the symbiote wrapping around the back of Hulk here. Just really, really good paint overall. And I'm going to give the paint of this an A as well. For articulation, the head can go down the neck really, really far. It's a very long hinge, which is really, really nice. I like that a lot. This looks to be about as high as the head can go, but it can definitely be lowered quite a bit. You can do full 360 on the shoulders. I'm guessing pretty decently far just because of how long that hinge is. So the arms can probably come straight out on both sides. There is no elbow articulation on either side, but you can kind of twist the arms to kind of just turn in those areas, the forearms. It looks like you can turn the hands as well on both ends. And again, these tendrils right here will extend. I'm not sure how far, probably another inch or so, just to make it look like he's shooting them at you. You do have a waist swivel here. There's no crunch at all. You have hinges on the sides here, so the legs can go out, probably forward and back. You have thigh rotation, which is really, really nice. There is no knee articulation at all, so I don't think you can bend the legs in, but with such a chunky figure, I don't really see a reason why you would need to. Maybe to make a cool pose, but that's definitely one of the areas they didn't go towards. And then for the feet, you have a very large hinge here, so the feet can definitely go up and down, and I'm not sure if these can swivel. So articulation isn't a strong suit for this, but they really, thought about certain areas that they could get him into certain poses and get a little bit out of the figure, but it's definitely not a strong suit. I'm going to give it a B for that overall. Quality of these figures seem to be very, very good. The boxes are super thick, really, really sturdy, can support the really, really heavy figure. Again, these are much like Marvel Select. Very thick, very heavy, and I can't really see paint rubbing or scuffing. The only areas I can really see problems with would probably be in the toes and the white areas and the face. But the tendrils look very thick and don't look like they'd break off all that much. You can probably rip these off if you're really, really rough on things, but I think these can hold up well, and these look flexible and don't look like they just break off. So you won't have problems with that. So quality is going to get an A- for me for this. Now, does this have presence or the wow factor? I think this does, just because of how rare Venomized Hulk stuff is. So it will stand out with the vibrant colors off the white card back here. I love Venom, and obviously I really love Incredible Hulk. So two really cool characters to mix together, and it definitely has the wow factor for me. I'll give that an A-. So overall, really, really cool figure. Definitely collect all of the Hulks from the series. Highly recommend it. This figure is going to land around an A- to an A to me. Highly recommend it overall. As for where you can pick it up, it's long sold out from the Disney store, so all the online sites like eBay, Mercari, places like that. Opened, you're looking like anywhere from $15 to $30, and boxed, you're looking at $30 to $40 plus shipping. It would look good in or out of the box, to be honest, and you won't really get into crazy articulated poses, but that really doesn't matter just because how unique of a figure it is. And once you set it up in your collection, it's going to look really, really nice. So 2 thumbs up for me. So please Hulk smash the like button, subscribe, hit the notification bell. And thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this Venomized Hulk, and I'll see you when I see you. Peace.
Peace.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You'll never have the sacred stone.
Oh, this you crazy mother.